Now, families across Australia are gathering today to celebrate Christmas, and that means catching up with those once-a-year relatives, all packed around the dining table.
Heaven.
Heaven. So how do you manage to get through the day without a hitch? Communications expert and coach Dave Isaacs is here to guide us through all of this very smoothly. Thank you so much for joining us. Christmas can be a great time of celebration, but for many families that only catch up once a year, it can be very difficult, can't it?
Oh, most definitely, yeah. It seems to be a time where there's lots of emotion going around, people only seeing each other once a year, mixed with alcohol, and, yeah, communication often then turns into confrontation.
It always seems to be one relative that causes a scene at Christmas Day. I mean, how does one handle that?
Well, one of the things I do, Ida, as a performance coach, is work with people directly on their ability to be able to communicate. Now, we can all communicate, and so can most people, but I'm talking specifically about being able to communicate in situations where emotion rises or your buttons are pushed. How do people stay calm, centred and grounded in those situations?
Don't go. So, apart from not going and boycotting Christmas, which some people do, which you can understand, because I think we put a lot of expectation on the day for it to be perfect, for everyone to get on. You, though, have got some strategies, 5 steps that you say can help such a situation.
Yeah.
What are they?
So the 5 steps work like this. Actually, I would also call them tools. So these can be used as tools to be able to help people through difficult conversations.
So number one is?
So number one is give the person your full attention. Make sure that when you're talking to somebody, you're not distracted. You're actually giving them your attention, and
Even if they're being vile.
most definitely.
So I'm giving you my undivided attention.
Yes, that's very... I hear what you're
eye.
saying, and I too am giving you my undivided attention.
Well, I still don't like you.
So, what do we do now?
That was fantastic. So, Ida, what you could do then is, second step,
Yes.
intention. Make sure your intention is to have a peaceful and calm conversation. So a pleasant interaction. And something
So to
like...
keep it light.
Yeah, to keep it light. And
So they're
something
not
like
saying,
saying, I don't like you,
you.
maybe a little bit
Have a
extreme.
joke ready. Have a joke ready.
Yeah, you
I
could
was
have
forced to ask you, so seeing you here, we got a joke.
What about I like your hat?
Oh, that's nice.
I like your hat.
Is this actually...
This is great.
what's the... Okay, I'm looking at you.
Keeping a neutral tone, though, is the next thing.
I'm looking
isn't
at
it?
you. I'm delivering your full attention.
Yes, yeah.
And now what's the most important thing?
Okay, so to keep your...
Sorry.
keep-
We are, as you can tell, we are a dysfunctional family.
Because you know you're
Clearly,
going to be cooked for dinner.
Yeah, I feel as though I'm... Yeah, OK. So, tone, Joe. Making sure that you keep your tone neutral. And I don't mean monotone, I don't mean sounding like a robot, but being able to keep inflection out of your voice as much as possible, because it creates emotion for people.
Oh, I see what you mean about that.
And asking questions. So you ask the person questions about their hat. I like your hat.
Where'd you
What's
get
that?
it?
Yeah.
Where did you get it from?
Get your hat?
How much was it?
Why doesn't Ida like me?
Questions are really important. One of the things that I run a 2-day course with Advanced Business Abilities, and what we do is a lot about questioning. And questions offer 2 things. They give you more information about what's being said, but they also indicate to the person you're speaking to that they're being listened to. So that creates a feeling of, a feeling of comfort and
What about saying to
safety.
someone sitting next to the person in question, give him another glass of wine? You know, trying to get him full. That's always a good way to deal with it.
Oh, they're worse then.
Don't you think it blows the situation up if they've had too many
they fall
sherbets?
asleep with any luck.
Oh,
Yeah, it's when they wake up that's the problem.
If people really want to fall asleep, they could just listen to one of my questions.
Oh, no, Joe. What's the final bit of advice that you have? And, Joe, I love you.
Yeah, thank you.
This is really important. It's allowing. Allowing that people may have a different reality to you, so that their point of view or their viewing point is actually different to yours, and your job isn't to convince them necessarily to come to the same point of view as you.
Dave, do you think the Studio 10 family is beyond help?
I think with some direct coaching, we could do some work, Coach. I can speak to
We
the
all
producer
really like
later.
each other.
Yeah, we do. We actually
Christmas.
love each other.
We do.
I
Merry
would say.
Christmas.
I'm receiving what you're saying with my full attention.
And I
Keep
like
our
your hat,
tone
Jo.
neutral.
Oh, look at the difference we've made already. This is
Exactly.
fantastic.
In a couple of
You guys
minutes.
are fantastic.
And
Yeah.
you really must come next year too. But we won't be here.
Dave, thank you
wait.
very much for joining us. Much
Merry
appreciated.
Christmas, thank you.
Now, like us, if you need help with troubled relationships, you can head to davidisaacs.com.au or you can call the number on your screen right now. There it is. Is that your private number?
Yes.
Oh, OK, no worries. Dave, thanks again for joining us.
The second thought, let's just go to Dave's house for
Yeah,
Christmas.
correct,
That'll solve it.
exactly.
Everyone's
Yeah,
problems.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.